I'm David.
And I'm Chris.
Let's talk shop.
Hey.
Hello everybody, my name's David Newell.
I'm Chris again.
And this is Talking Shop, our brand new YouTube show here on the Penguin Magic YouTube channel.
Yep, every week we're going to bring you some news, some new tricks, some old tricks, and just general magic jamming that I know you'll love.
And we're just going to be talking about magic.
Yeah,
so
man.
Might as well go ahead and get things kicked off here with our first segment of the week. Let's see what's happening this week in magic.
This week in magic. To start off this week, we're talking about someone who's no stranger to controversy, someone who I think is probably the most notorious figure in magic. Jibrizy, as you can tell from these pictures. Jibrizy got into an accident. Recently, he hasn't been doing any magic. He's just been doing rage bait on TikTok and Instagram, and this week he died.
Yes, he died. And this was after a long couple of weeks, a post on his Instagram from his grandma and his brother posting, wishing him well, saying that it was pretty slim chance that he was going to pull through after his accident.
Right.
That left him in a coma.
And it actually made a lot of magicians question. We know he fakes a lot of stuff, but we were wondering if he was okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to fake your own death, you know?
Yeah, it is a little weird. It sounds like something a cartoon or a sitcom would do, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember watching this on Drake and Josh and Arrested Development when I was a kid. I mean, it's almost like you type in a chat GPT, hey, what tricks should a magician be doing to gain followers?
Right, like
it's
a trope.
Fake your death.
Like a fake magician trope.
Right.
And it seemed like it was real until we all kind of saw that this was Rick Lax's hospital studio.
Yeah.
And on top of all this, after he died, he resurrected.
Yeah, we would like to think he looked something like this when he came out of the hospital bed. But the craziest part about this all is not the fake death. It's not that he came back from the dead. The craziest part is he is now claiming to be the Messiah and asking that we all repent our sins to him. He
has recovered from this car crash in a divine method and has been talking as if he is a classic religious figure and also doing a pretty decent impression of a recent controversial rapper. If you look on his Instagram, he's just talking about all of this very spiritual stuff and talking about people how they should respect him because he is God.
Yes, not only that, he is actually releasing some pretty disturbing rap songs of their own. We're not going to play them here, but I really urge you to check out Jibrizy's Instagram if you want to go down a weird rabbit hole right now.
It's a rabbit hole, man.
And it's pretty odd. Not even actually being resurrected from the dead could resurrect Jibrizy's magic career.
And it's crazy how you can go from faking reactions to faking your own death.
Right.
So it's
Jibrizy, I mean, say what you will about him, but he is not a one-trick pony.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, in other news, another trend taking the magic world by storm right now are the magician action figure trend. I am seeing all of my friends in my timeline in the form of little plastic toys.
Right. It seems like ChatGPT got a lot better this month, and following that, all these magicians are now toys. We usually play with toys.
Now we're toys.
Now we're toys.
Now the crazy thing is, you've seen action figures before, they all come with accessories. Well, at least all of my magician friends seem to be really into Rubik's Cubes.
Photography.
Cats.
And cards, probably funny enough.
Right, those four things are the things I see on almost every single one of these. I don't have a friend that's posted one that hasn't had a Rubik's Cube, a cat, a camera.
It seems like most magicians are also photographers.
And pet owners.
And pet owners. That's something I didn't really pick up on before this. So.
Now, we haven't made our own action figures yet, but we decided it'd be fun if we each made one for each other and saw them for the first time now. So I haven't seen mine.
I haven't seen mine, so we're about to
take
have a live reaction. Okay. All right.
Wait, I know the day I wore this outfit last week. Did you sneak a picture?
I did sneak a picture of you. I'm glad you picked up on that. That's a nice jacket, by the way.
Thank you.
One thing I have to say about mine is my face comes up twice on it.
I know that shirt. You weren't originally wearing your own merch or anything.
No, my face is not on that shirt typically. No. And then you got the paperclip and then the chicken, for Bentley. So that's
I've got
perfect.
The cards. You got my blue tallies. I always use the blue Penguin Elite tallies.
You're a tally boy to the jump. I also love how a little bit scary yours looks. It looks like unmarked.
Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of looks like you just put a dude in a box, which is not necessarily the vibe I want my
Yeah,
action
exactly.
figure going for.
Yeah, yeah. You got a very dude in the box kind of vibe. Unmarked guy
Like
in a
currently
box.
or like
yeah,
there?
yeah. That's you. That's
Okay, good. I thought you meant like in general, I was like a guy in a box.
Hey, if we're magicians, it's usually not us in the box, you know.
That is true. That is true.
Right,
Oh
not
my
bad.
goodness. But yes, the action figure trend has been great, and I'm really kind of curious to see how magicians keep using AI for the promotion and just for internet trends.
Yeah, I don't think this is the end of this.
No, it's definitely not the end. I think it is the beginning of the beginning.
Ah, the beginning of the beginning.
Now, speaking of Instagram trends, there is a video going absolutely crazy in all the Magic forums right now. And Chris, you know a little bit more about that.
I have sent this video to pretty much every friend. I've shown this around the whole team. It got my gears going because immediately I was like, oh, this is so clever and so fooling and got me bad. Just take a look at the video.
We can't say much more about it that you won't be able to see here.
This is the best of its kind by Kalle Neo. I think I'm pronouncing his name right.
I think so.
This is a crazy rope through body routine. Probably the best I've ever seen, if I'm not...
Yeah, you remember these Strange Body Illusions magic kit?
I do remember.
This is like that on steroids. Like, this is so crazy. And also, I want to point out the methods he's using. He's mixing two props together here in ways that they're not usually used. Like, when you know what type of manipulation he's doing here, it's like, how has nobody thought of that?
Exactly.
It's also like, how did he even think of that?
I was kicking myself when I first saw this. I was like, damn, this is very much so a trick that combines methods in a really fun way and got my gears just going and going and going.
Yeah, I would like to say, like, how to know, but I don't know how.
Look at that.
That part is the best part.
That's the part that really gets people, I feel like.
That's going through.
That's going through his body.
I hate to admit, this is the part that fools me here, is how he gets the end of that extension cord to stick out of his belly button.
Yeah.
Does he have like a deep button, or is he like got a magnet in there?
This guy has the deepest belly button in Magic. I used to have that title before he came in.
Yeah.
You also don't see very many shirtless magicians.
No, he's like the Burt Kreischer of Magic.
Yeah. We need more Burt Kreischers in Magic. Yeah.
And then again, he
look at that!
ties it all together at the very end here.
And goes all the way through his body. And through the belly button. Come on, that last little bit.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen a video this good come across on Instagram.
Honestly, I've sent it to everybody. This has made the Magic world set on fire. I really, really love it, and I hope you guys love it too. So
very good.
Give Kalle Neo some love. We really love it. Yeah, that's all I can say about it, to be honest.
All right, and I think that's about all we got going on this week in Magic. So let's take a look up next at some of the newest releases here at Penguin Magic on our segment Hatched This Week.
Hatched This Week.
All right, now this week on Penguin Magic, we released an incredible reveal, actually, by Tim Trono called Fine Imprint. Now, basically what this is, it is a way to reveal a card on a coin, but it's not written on the coin. The name of the card is actually engraved onto the coin.
Embedded into the coin, and you can even give it out, which is insane. This is something that, if you do any kind of reveal work, this is the top of its class because it is such an impossible object that you can show people, and I can even show what's in the back. So switch over the camera.
I think these reactions you're getting speak for themselves here. Well, hold on. So you get about 10 pennies and a quarter, and you can see there's embeddings on every single coin, and it's a very strong reveal. Right, but once again, these reactions speak for themselves. People absolutely love this. It's one of the strongest reveals you can do, and it also leaves you with an impossible object that people can take home with them. This is something they're going to be showing their friends. And because it's a reveal, you can implement it into almost any card routine. Anywhere where you need to just reveal a card, this would fit. So please check out Fine Imprint by Tim Trono. It's definitely one of my favorites of the year so far.
This is something I've been doing incessantly at my restaurant gigs and my busking work. People love this thing, man. Honestly, because we've done reveals before. You've done a tattoo reveal. This has the same energy. Honestly, if any kind of thing that you can make people from their brain physically implant an impossible object is going to be an absolute hitter, an absolute banger.
This is really a super solid reveal and an incredible release by Tim Trono.
Yeah, man. Tim Trono. Shout out to Tim.
Yeah, there we go, Tim. Yeah. And actually, Chris, I think I'm about to hand it over to you because you were about to talk to us about some deep cuts here.
Yeah, deep cuts. There we go. Hey, we're here with a deep cut. This is the part of the show where we talk about tricks that probably flew underneath your radar, preferably downloads. And today we're talking about Framing the Queen by Fairmagic. Now, this is something I've been doing for a while now, and I want to bring it to you. So it starts off with a card, or you can have it, forced or whatnot. But the idea is that we do a little bit of origami with the card, all right? And the magic, it will speak for itself. So let's even make a couple of tears in the card, making a little bit of a frame, if you would, hence the name. There we go. And let's make a little more of a piece of art for you. Let's take this and make it a little donut. Yeah. Okay, so I've torn out the center of this card. I'm going to fold it up a little bit. And I'm going to stick it to the card, kind of like that. So now you can see that this piece is stuck to the middle frame. All we got to do is snap, wave, cast a veil of darkness, and you wouldn't believe it, but if I unfold this, it kind of looks like this is actually stuck, linked permanently onto the center of this card, and you can give this away for a souvenir, which is my way of saying they can throw it away for you. So this is one of my favorite tricks. Seriously, it's an impossible object, and if you know anything about linking card, tricks, typically it's done in the moment, in the action. This is not one of those. You can prepare about 5 of these, go to your gig and do something that I think that nobody else is probably going to be knowing about in your area. This is one of those tricks that you can do for the manager or the person that hired you for the gig as like a very special moment. Because there is some prep time with each card, but I think that's valuable because, again, it means that you're going to be taking the time and the effort to do this and kind of set yourself apart from other magicians. Yeah, so if you just get a look at that, that's what they're left with. A really cool visual. Yeah. Another little tip, if you buy this, I would also recommend purchasing a deck of like one-way cards, queens, kings, jacks, and so that way you can make a bunch. And then when you're going out and performing, you can just pick one up, take it to your next gig, and have a miracle on your hands. So this is Framing the Queen by Fairmagic, something I highly recommend you to do today. All right, let's go right into the next segment. Let's talk about the front row with David Newell.
And this is from the front row, the segment where we are going to be talking about Penguin Live lectures and Tarbell courses in Magic that we've released in the past. And since this is the very first edition from the front row, I'm talking about my favorite lecture, the Tom Burgoon Penguin Live lecture. Now this lecture is not just extremely educational and full of working material that you can fit into your repertoire. It is so funny. It's full of gags and bits and jokes and some real time-tested theories on how to be a funny magician that Tom has developed over years and years in the comedy club. Opens with this bit with the eyes we've just seen. He does gags with giant underwear. He is really just a zany guy altogether. But my favorite trick from the lecture has to be his change bag trick with balloons. He reaches into a bag and pulls out a yellow balloon for himself. Then he has a spectator pick one as well. They also get yellow. Of course, you can't have 2 balloons of the same color, so he has a spectator pick again and again, and they keep getting a yellow balloon. Now, just put a stop to this. You pull all the colored balloons out of the bag. The audience can see all the balloons are different. You put all the yellow balloons in the bottom, all the colored ones on top. It stands to reason if you grab a balloon off the top, it'll be a different color. But nope, he gets a yellow balloon again. And in a finale to this, all the balloons come out of the bag one more time, and they're shown to all be yellow. I really like this because it is an extremely creative, clever way to use a change bag that's not directly for a trick, but more so for a magical moment that you can open any balloon routine with. Now that's my favorite, but something I found especially fascinating about this is there's a trick in my repertoire that I use at restaurants. I've been doing this for years, and it's one of those things I had kind of forgotten where it come from, but in rewatching this lecture, I discovered it came from the Tom Burgoon lecture, so I'm going to do that right now. It uses a couple of things here. It uses a couple things here. It uses a quarter and a penny. Now we're going to take the penny, place it on top of the quarter there. And Chris, can you actually come out here?
Yeah,
I'm going to have you hold your hand out flat. We'll switch the camera here. You put your hand down in the middle there, and we're going to place that right in the middle of your hand. Now be sure to hold it stable. And I want you to put your other hand over top of that right there. And I really want you to focus all of your energy onto those coins.
Yep, all my energy.
Now here, raise it up just a little bit so we can see here. Focus all your energy onto these coins. And now, if you did that right, you should have felt something happen.
I did. I felt
did?
something, yeah.
Sorry, maybe I was... Anyway, lift off your hand and see if we can lift it up. See if we can see here.
Okay, nothing yet.
No, it happened.
It happened already?
Oh, seriously, yeah. Here, go ahead, pick up the penny.
Ah, okay.
Perfect.
It looks like these are melded together, yeah.
Exactly. It looks like it's welded right onto there. And that is Smash Your Cash from Tom Burgoon's Penguin Live lecture.
Not bad.
Like I said, I use it in my restaurant set. This is a great trick that you can just carry around in your pocket because this is all the room it takes. And it's great for if a table, you know, you've already performed for them once, but they call you back, they want to see one more. You already did your set for them, so why not have just one little thing that packs small, plays big, and it's only 26 cents if you want to give it away as a souvenir. So I cannot recommend this lecture enough, and I really cannot recommend Smash Your Cash or the Balloon Trick or really any of the material. I think there's something in this lecture for everybody.
Yeah.
All right, when you... Then they're going to cut that part for sure.
Probably.
No, I'm kidding. So when you buy a product here at Penguin, of course, we give you the option to leave a review, and we get some pretty wacky ones.
Yeah.
So we asked our team to look and find the craziest review from the week that they could find, and this is what they found.
I haven't even read this yet, so this is my first time.
Right.
Yeah.
Instrumental is great. Awesome new method, and I was shocked. You can do this on a spectator's phone. One complaint, though. The song choices, I get it. These songs are perfect for the cool kids. K-E-W-L, cool kids.
Cool kids.
The cool kids.
The cool kids.
But what about my audiences? The smooth jazz crowd.
Smooth jazz,
The smooth jazz musician. The smooth jazz community wants their minds read to, preferably to the silky sounds of Dave Koz, Bonnie James, and the GOAT, Kenny G. Do better, Penguin, and do it quickly.
Now, the Kenny G part, I do agree with. The other two, I don't know. It makes sense because his name is Jazz and Magic.
His name is Jazz.
So he loves jazz and he loves magic equally.
Yeah. Well,
I would think he's just a fan of, like, the trick that can't be explained. That's what I would think.
jazzin'?
Like jazz.
Yeah. Maybe. Is it jazz? We'll have to talk to Jazz and Magic about his name. Yeah. The part that I didn't get is do better, Penguin. That's kind of aggressive for a smooth jazz crowd.
Yeah, he sounds like a calm guy. This guy performs mostly in elevators, and I want to see the set.
Honestly, that might be his niche. Yeah. Well, Jazz and Magic, I'm glad you liked the trick. Maybe in the future we'll look into some more smooth jazz options. Yeah. But I think that's all the time we have, folks. So once again, my name was David.
And my name is Chris.
And this was Talking Shop on Penguin Magic. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like this video, subscribe to Penguin Magic.
And smash that notification bell. Just smash her.
Just so you never miss out on when we post an episode.
Absolutely.
So thanks very much, guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys. See you later.